Right. So today's video is dedicated to Nuria, a good friend of mine, and I'm going to make Falafel Doner. So the ingredients I am using: dried chickpeas, very important, dried one, not the tinned ones. Then garlic, fresh coriander, fresh parsley, ground coriander, cayenne pepper, baking powder, cumin, black pepper, sea salt. So for my flatbreads I am using sesame seeds, milk, eggs, dried yeast, sugar, sunflower oil, and white strong bread flour. I couldn't get any barley flour. Normally I would use barley flour, but yeah. Then I need oil for deep frying. For my pickled white cabbage I'm using Dijon, white onions, vinegar, olive oil, and of course white cabbage. Then I am using as well iceberg, cucumber, tomatoes, red cabbage, and for my sauce I'm using double cream, hot curry powder, and of course chicken stock. So let's get started. Right. So the first thing to do is grab yourself your chickpeas. I'm adding 1 kilogram of dried chickpeas to my bowl. The reason why I'm using dried ones is quite simple, because you can't make falafel of tinned chickpeas. They break up when you try to fry them. So now cover your dried chickpeas with enough water and let them soak overnight. Right. And to a small pot I'm adding 200 grams of my sugar. Then I'm adding 300 ml of vinegar. Then I'm adding 2 teaspoons of salt. Then I'm adding 2 teaspoons of Dijon. Then I'm adding some freshly ground black pepper. Right, and now get it on your stove and heat it up, but don't bring it to the boil. So while the liquid is heating up, we get our white cabbage, cut it in half, then get the core out, then cut this piece in half again, then cut this piece in half again, So now get your food processor and finally shred your white cabbage. Right, so get your shredded white cabbage into a box. Right, so now I'm getting my hot pickle sauce and toss it over my white cabbage. Then I give it a good toss. Make sure everything is covered with the pickled sauce. So, and now I'm adding about, don't know, maybe 100 ml of olive oil. And again, give it a good mix around. Then cover with a lid and into the fridge for at least 12 hours. Right, another day, and now it's time to make the flatbreads. I'm adding 1 kilogram strong white bread flour to my bowl. If you can get barley flour, use barley flour. Now I'm adding 2 teaspoons of salt. Then I'm adding 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar. Then I'm adding 8 tablespoons of sunflower oil. Then I'm adding 2 sachets of dried yeast. Then I'm adding 2 eggs. And then I'm adding about 480 milliliters of full fat milk. And now grab a fork and bring everything together. And when everything is combined together, then get your hands in and knead the dough for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Right, when you have a nice and elastic dough, cover your bowl with cling film and allow the dough to double in size for about 1 hour. Right, so when your dough has doubled in size, knead it again for about 5 minutes, and now cut it into 2 pieces and then shape it into a flat round bread. Then get a baking tray floured and your flatbread. Cover with a tea towel and allow rest for minimum of 30 minutes or doubled in size. When your dough has doubled in size, preheat your oven to about 175 or 180 degrees, and as always when I'm making bread, I'm adding some water to my oven. So while the oven is preheating, get your flatbread onto a floured baking tray and with your fingertips just make some kind of folds. Then get a brush and brush your flatbread with milk. Then sprinkle over some sesame seeds. Right, and now it's time to bake. the bread, get it into the oven and bake it for about, I would say, 20 minutes. Righty right, now I'm going to make my curry sauce, and for this I'm adding 500 ml of chicken stock to my pot. To my chicken stock I'm adding about 100 ml of double cream. Then I'm adding curry powder, 2 tablespoons. Now I'm adding to my sauce a little bit of black pepper. Righty right, so the bread is done, and get it out of the oven and straight into the plastic bag. So to another saucepan I'm adding 1 tablespoon of butter. Let this melt. When the butter is melted, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of plain flour and give it a good stir and cook for about, on a medium heat, maybe 5 minutes. So after about 5 minutes, add your curry sauce, reduce the heat to low, and allow to thicken up. Right, so when you have a thick consistency like so, get your sauce out of the heat and allow to cool down. Right, so the next thing to do is roughly chop 8 cloves of garlic and 1 onion. So now add your onions and garlic to a food processor. Then add some of your chickpeas and then blitz until everything is quite crumbly. And then transfer the stuff into a separate bowl and repeat the steps with the remaining chickpeas and coriander and parsley. So now I'm adding the parsley and 1 pack of coriander. So to my mixture I'm adding 1 tablespoon of salt. Then I'm adding 1 tablespoon of ground coriander. Then I'm adding 1 tablespoon of ground cumin. Then I'm adding half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. Then I'm adding 1 tablespoon of baking powder and season with some black pepper. And now mix everything together. Because my stuff is a little bit dry, I'm adding a little bit of water. So now I'm adding some plain flour just to combine everything. Then get your food processor and grate your red cabbage. Meanwhile, while you are preparing all the stuff, get your frying oil and heat it up. I think 100 Yeah, 170 degrees Celsius. Heat it. Now cut your tomatoes into slices, and now peel and cut your cucumber in slices. So when the oil is hot, preheat your sandwich press and get your chickpea mixture or falafel and fry until golden brown. So, and now cut your flatbreads into quarters like so. And then open them up. Don't cut completely through. You want your flatbreads like a bag, and then onto your sandwich press. And now it's time to plate up. So first get your toasted flatbread, spoon in some curry sauce, then add some white cabbage, then add some red cabbage, then add tomato slices, then add some cucumber, then add some red onion slices or rings, and last but not least add the falafel. And here is the Falafel Doner. And as always, at this place, at this time, at this very moment, time for a tea. And here we have our guest. See you next time. Bye bye.